Hey, what's up everyone? It's me, Elises, here at the God Factory, and I'm the Zombie Slayer. Today we're playing Back 4 Blood, and I'm telling you guys some tips and tricks on how to play the game, for new players and experienced players. The game hasn't been out for too long, so we're all pretty much new. I didn't play the beta, so if you guys have better tips and tricks than I do, or corrections, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. The first tip isn't a part of the list, but I thought I should throw it in there since we have a lot of feedback on this part of the game. Before playing the game, just go into the settings and take off auto aim assist. That will make the game more playable and a lot funner for you. Now the first thing on the list is play on Nightmare first. I recommend that you play on Nightmare first. It's the hardest level of the game. Me personally, I play every game that I play on the hardest level first, just so that I can see what I'm getting into and how hard it's going to be. Basically, you're going to put yourself through hell and then go and have a cakewalk on the easier levels. The difficulties on this level go from minimum to extreme really fast, so there's a huge gap of skill that it requires to complete each different difficulty setting. So on easy or recruit, it's going to be very easy. Not really easy, it's not even that easy. I think that they should have another setting right below recruit where you don't get any supply points for winning, but you get some warm-up. But it goes from 0 to 100 really quick. So if you start out on a really high difficulty and can't beat it anyway, and go back on a lower difficulty, it'll be a lot easier for you once you get down there. It'll feel like a cakewalk almost. Next, I think that you should play on recruit. And then you'll beat the game, or you'll beat levels, and you'll get supply points. By getting those supply points, you'll be able to buy cards, which will make your gameplay a lot easier, or just cater your gameplay to your specific type of game. So if you want to be a tank, you can put cards on you that give you more health. If you want to be a speedy guy, you can give yourself more stamina or speed. It's all up to you how you want to play it, but if you play on recruit first, you'll get a lot of levels beat, and then you'll also be able to get the supply points that come with that, and you need supply points to complete card sets. So we'll go into that in another video, but for right now, just beat the game on recruit or veteran, and then work your way up to Nightmare after you've gained a lot of supply points, which you can also go and play Swarm, which is a PvP multiplayer level stage, to where you can actually gain supply points, which you can use those supply points to buy more cards for more decks. And we'll get into more decks and how you should build those in a little bit. Now is a little bit. So basically, about the cards, you're going to need to cater your cards to each cleaner. So if you have a cleaner that has, let's see, we'll go and check out our cleaners right now. So if we were to go into a solo campaign, we'll just create a run, and we'll just, create it, whatever. So we'll create the run, boom, let it load. We're getting to our act. All right, so you'll take your cards. Each card that you have can be put onto any character. So with your characters, you'll want to take a look at their stats to see which cards will be most effective for those characters. So let's go here. I'll go ahead here and look at what he does. So Evangelo, he has 25% stamina regen, and he also quickly breaks out of the grab. So so if you're Evangelo, in the beginning of the game, you don't probably won't need to waste your copper on buying like a stun gun to get out of those grabs, because he has that ability already. So that's another thing that you might want to do. Make sure that you're not buying things for these characters in the beginning of the game or the level that your character doesn't necessarily need. So cater your cards and your items pretty much to the character itself. So 5% move speed, so I would increase this person's move speed and stamina regen. They already have 25% base and 5% base for the move speed, for the team move speed. So I would continue to stack those percentages to make this character even better at what they are already the best at. And then we have Walker, 10% damage. So I would continue to increase his damage and his accuracy. Precision kills grant Walker 20% accuracy for 5 seconds. There are cards that actually do the same thing. Similar, it has the same type of boost. So precision kills that will grant you more things, or precision kills that will grant you the exact thing. Team health plus 10. So I would continue to stack those cards to help Walker out in his already boosted areas. So then we can move on to Holly. Holly, 10% damage resistance. And then she recovers 10 stamina when she kills a Ridden. 25 team stamina. So she has stamina, not stamina regen, not movement speed, stamina. So I would continue to boost stamina with her cards. I would continue to boost the damage resistance on her part, and then her stamina recovery as well. I would recommend that. She is a melee specialist, so if you want to play melee, I would recommend running melee cards on her too. This guy, he is good at shooting, obviously precision and all that. So we're going to go on to Mom. We're just going to do the first 4 characters. We're not going to jump into everybody else because you guys can get the idea. So they have +1 support inventory. So obviously she's a healer. So in the beginning of the game, you might want to spend some copper on getting that second slot filled with another support item. 1 extra life. Mom can instantly revive teammates once per level. So she's a reviver. She's like the support. So I would recommend putting cards on her that improve her reviving ability. She gets 1 quick revive, and then the rest of them, you can continue to increase her revive by putting specific cards on those people. All right, so and you can take a look at the cards, go through all of them as you unlock them. You can even probably go into Swarm and just look at all of them without having to unlock them. But with that being said, just make sure to cater your cards and your starting items to each character and their boosts and benefits. So by coming over to this place,
you made the right choice.
You can unlock your cards here. So I don't have enough supply points to continue. So but you'll see here that this is how you unlock these cards. So these cards here will all do different things, and you can create your decks by going here, making solo decks, campaign decks, and swarm decks. So if you come into here, you can see that you can filter them out. Like I was saying, the person who has a lot of stamina, you're going to be using a lot of reflex and mobility. That's what you're going to be doing, reflex and mobility. For the tank, you're going to be using a lot of brawn and discipline. And then you'll also come over here and get your fortune for many of these. And you'll have defense as well. So cater these cards to each character, each of your cleaners, and you will have a much easier playthrough. But you're gonna have to get these supply points to unlock these supply lines, so that you can create decks out of those supply lines. And remember, you have to create a solo deck, you have to create different ones for your campaign decks, and then different ones for swarm decks. They don't transfer over, and just because you have them here doesn't mean you have them here. So just keep that in mind as you guys are playing the game. And the next thing we're going to talk about is combining copper with your team. At the start of each level, you'll have four people on your team. Now that's if you're going quick play in campaign. So what you'll want to do is you will have to buy the specific things that you need to start. But don't always be selfish. Don't always think of yourself only. Maybe there's a team boost that will benefit you guys more. So you can drop your copper on the ground, have your team member drop their copper on the ground, and then the fourth person, they'll come over there and they'll pick up all the copper and they'll buy everybody a team boost. Or either maybe you guys need a toolkit for that level, and you know that you need a toolkit for that level. Like the first level, you'll probably need a toolkit for that bridge that drops down. And especially on Nightmare, you don't want to be making a lot of noise. So put your money together, talk to your team about everything that you guys need and what you guys might need. So if you guys do that, you guys will be better prepared and you guys will work more as a functioning machine. And make sure to communicate with the things that you do buy. So if you know that you're going to buy an attachment, just say, hey, I spent a little bit on the attachment, so that they know what they have to work with. Other than that, just make sure you guys are communicating at all times. Number 5. The safe room trick. All right, the safe room trick is pretty simple. I won't go into a match because we'll have to wait for the load, but I'll show you guys the trick. So basically, in a lot of the safe room positions, you guys will have some sort of protected area. You guys might be up on a ledge. You guys might be just trapped in the safe room to where if you open the door, you're no longer safe. So I'm talking about those times when you're up on a high ledge or something like that. You get out of the safe room, and if you jump down there, you can no longer get back to the safe room. These are the areas that I'm talking about. So this is something we found out when we were doing our little playthrough. So let's say my safe room is right there. My safe room is here. I'm walking out of the door, and and if I jump off this truck, I can no longer get back up onto the truck. So if I jump down here, this is impossible. I can't jump up there. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so anyway, obviously I can. So what I would do before I jump down here and leave the safe room, I'd buy everything that I need, and I would just throw it on the ground. I would just come in here. Wait, can I do it here? Can we access our inventory? I don't know if you can access your inventory here. Can you access your inventory? All right, so, well, you wouldn't access your inventory. Well, I don't think I can access my inventory here. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can access my inventory here, so that's a bummer. But you'll get the idea. So basically, you'll come to your inventory, and I'm on PC, so I'll have to press tab. By pressing tab, I'd come here, and then it'll show my guns, it'll show my items and all that stuff in my gold or copper. And then I'll just basically stand at the very edge of this. Just don't fall down. And then I'll drop my stuff. And then they'll fall down there. And then I'll go back and I'll pick up all the stuff with my team, and we'll keep on continuously dropping it down. But beware, if you fall down, the match will start unless you have a cleaner that is still up there outside of the play area, and they're still in the safe area. If they're still up here, the match won't start. Like on the last level, Resurgence, on the last act, if you guys go, somebody can stay up in the safe area, and someone can go down and clear out the whole area of all the stuff, open up all the crates, and get everything sorted out while the other people are waiting. And then after that happens, you guys can trigger the mission by the last person jumping into the mission area. So just to recap, just drop things off like by standing on the edge, and then everything will be in the play area so that you guys can run back and pick up that stuff. Beware, if you buy too much stuff, then you'll waste your copper, because if you don't end up using those things, then it's wasted. You can't carry everything that you bought, so just make sure that you don't need the copper. Like on the last level, you can just spend all your copper on a whole bunch of crap, like first aid kits and stuff. But okay, that's enough of that. Number 6, sprint and jump correctly. You're gonna want to sprint and jump correctly. It sounds kind of dumb, but there's kind of a counterintuitive way to actually jump effectively on here, because when you're running from zombies, your stamina is really important. It's crucial that you conserve your stamina, use your stamina wisely. Sometimes you won't have to worry about stamina, because there's certain cards that cancel out your stamina in favor for melee, or cancel out your sprint in favor for melee. So I'll show you the incorrect way to jump and sprint, because you know when you run and you jump, it helps you get away a little quicker. So so this is how we'll naturally do it. The intuitive way to do it is just sprint, run, and jump, and I'm holding down the sprint while I'm jumping. But if you notice, my sprint, my stamina is going down a lot. It's going down a whole lot, and it jumps. It jumps a little bit when I jump. Like it takes away a lot. So let's watch that one more time. I'm gonna jump while sprinting. It took away a nice centimeter at least. It's taken away a lot. All right, so now here's the correct way to do it. So what you're gonna need to do is right before you jump, before you press the jump, just let go of sprint. It's easy on keyboard and mouse. I don't know how it works on Xbox, or I think it's just Xbox. I don't know. Oh, PlayStation as well. I don't know how it works on console, but all you have to do is while you're sprinting, let go of sprint, jump, and you still get that same clearance. Just about. I mean, I don't see any difference, but you don't get that huge dip of stamina used. I'll show you again. I'm letting go of sprint, and then I'm jumping, and then I'm jumping, and you don't lose that. You don't lose that stamina. Every little bit of stamina counts. It may not seem like a lot, but when you're running and jumping and panicking, you're losing a lot more stamina than you're aware of, and that's gonna get you killed out there. So just be aware of the sprint. You run and you're sprinting. Let go, like right when you're about to press jump. Let go of sprint. Let go of sprint. That's the correct way to jump and sprint in this game. It seems like, oh, that shouldn't make a huge difference, but it really does. I've experienced it myself. So anyway, on to the next thing. Number 7, the quick reload trick. All right, so this game isn't like completely polished out yet. It's still fairly new, so they're probably gonna patch this one day if they see this video. So basically, here's a quick reload trick that I found out. I'm not sure if it works with the, oh, it does work with the single shot shotgun, but anyway, we'll go ahead and try it. So basically all you do is reload and then punch, and then all you have to do is charge in the middle of your reload. So we'll get it down, we'll reload, wait a little bit, and then punch, and then all you have to do is charge. That's all you have to do. So we'll do it again, punch, and all you do is charge. Your reload is quick. You may not think that that's going to come in handy, but that comes so handy when you're out there on nightmare mode and there's just hundreds of zombies everywhere. Well, I mean, maybe not hundreds, but there's lots and lots of zombies. There's lots of mutations everywhere, and there's just stuff that you have to worry about everywhere. You need to hurry and reload that gun, and plus you get a punch in there. So you're reloading your gun, and then you get a punch in there at the same time. So you get to smack a zombie while you're reloading your gun, and it's just quicker. So we reload, punch, and we got a full magazine. Super simple. Let's go try it with another gun real fast. Let's see if it works there. There you go. You see, you don't even, this one doesn't even need to be charged. And then you're golden. I mean, you get a punch. Some guns it takes a little bit different timing. So you just try it out. Some guns have different timing than others. Let's see with this one. I don't think you can go too fast with this one. See if you mess up. Oh, see, there it goes. And then if you keep punching, it'll break through it more. So we'll see. 75. Yeah, there you go. There's an even better one. So if you have the light machine gun, it takes a long time. So here's what we'll do. We'll just shoot, and then we'll start reloading. But never mind, we gotta punch this dude. It's reloading while we're punching. It probably isn't a quick trick. It's just giving you something to do. It'll reload while you're doing other stuff. So that's a really, really helpful trick. It's gonna help a lot of you out. All right, on to the next one. Let's see, number 8. Mark items for your team.
Machine gun.
Simply this.
Assault rifle here. SMG here.
May seem like something you can negate. It is something you can negate, but it's not a nightmare. A nightmare, there's so much going on that maybe you can't say, hey, over here, there is a gun for you. Over here, there's meds for you. You need to mark it for your team.
My dad called me a little slugger.
Maybe they don't need it. They don't need it. Whatever. As long as you have marked it.
Shotgun here.
They've heard it. They see it on their map. They see that there's a shotgun over there, and they say, I needed that shotgun. I'm going to go over there and get it. You don't have to do a whole bunch of communication. It keeps comms. It keeps radio chatter down to a minimum so that you can just say, hey,
shotgun. There's
a shotgun. Hey, there's something else here. And then it just makes the gameplay a lot more smooth. All right, on to the next one. The hag trick. Now I can't really show you guys right now because I can't trigger a hag anywhere. But if you guys are on the first level, there's like this little corridor in the safe room. There's a safe room. There's like a bar in there. Let's see. I'll get it started while we run in there. So there's a safe room in there. And we'll go to Act 1. So in the safe room, you guys start out in the little room. You guys pick up your guns, and then there's like a little bar to the right where the shop is. So we'll just pick Mom. We don't really care what we get. We're just gonna jump right in. All right, let's load in. So there's like a spot here. So you can use these types of spots and doorways and stuff like in similar areas. There's lots of things on this game where you guys can exploit. So this spot right over here, any spot that's sort of like this or has like a room, like some tight spots. The hag is pretty much too tall for this little spot right here. Any area where the hag is too tall, you can get them stuck there, and they'll just stand there and you can just melee them and kill them to death. So basically, we ran in here before. The hag, we didn't think it could get through that door. it did get through that door. Sometimes it cannot get through that door, but do not count on it. Don't count on it. So basically all you do once you come in here, sometimes it'll happen.
Do you copy?
This is Rover 2 to Hope 1.
The hag will come through and you'll just run straight in here. And then you'll jump over this thing, but you have to make sure that the hag is actually chasing you. If the hag's not chasing you, then it doesn't really matter where the hag goes. So from here, the hag will come run down here. If he's chasing you, you'll run in here, and then you'll jump out this way, and then they'll get stuck right there. And then you can just keep shooting it, and then someone else can come from behind it and shoot that big old red spot on the back and melee it. All right. And with that, we will go ahead and go to the next. Don't ask for trouble is the final tip for this video. Don't ask for trouble. If you ask for trouble, it's gonna come. So in nightmare mode, stealth is a good idea. Don't trigger alarms, don't trigger snitches, don't trigger birds, don't trigger any hazards out there. If you see a hunter, kill him immediately. If you see a stinger, kill it immediately. If you see any mutations, they need to be killed from afar. If you're a sniper, you are the weak spot damager. You need to be hitting those weak spots, especially if you're a sniper. If you're melee, same for you. You need to be up in the mix, and there's certain cards that'll help the melee guy that the sniper can use. So if the sniper is shooting from far away and the melee guy is next to the enemies, you can heal the melee guy with the sniper shots. But that's just an extra tip there. So you're really gonna want to go through this without causing too much trouble. So don't ask for it and it won't happen. Well, I lied. It's gonna happen regardless. This is a zombie game. It's the apocalypse. Anyway, you guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, checking out the video. I really hope that these tips helped you out a little bit. If you have any tips that you guys actually know that I messed up in here, or if you have new tips or whatever, go ahead, feel free to put them in the comment section, and we'll get them out there for everybody. Also, please like the video and subscribe if you guys want more tips on zombie games, Back 4 Blood, and anything else out here. Thank you guys so much, and I appreciate every last one of you.